So, Earthlings, hang on a second. Oh dear. And how are we this Monday, the 22nd of June? It's been one of those days. A few techie issues with good old Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams was quite interesting. One of my students was extremely pixelated to the point where she didn't have half her face. Well, that was quite interesting trying to teach. She said I was kind of like similarly blurred. She said, "You look like I've taken off my glasses and I can't see anything when I've taken my glasses off." But we battled through. We got through the lesson. We could just about hear each other. Both girls, actually. So that was a tad frustrating. And then Zoom worked perfectly until the end of Andy's lesson. And then all of a sudden, the sound cut out. Neither of us had done anything. The sound on my end just totally went. I could hear Andy. I could see Andy. Andy could see me. He could not hear me. Thankfully, we'd already gone slightly over the lesson anyway, so it didn't impact that much. But it's a tad frustrating. And then the next lesson, it was absolutely perfect. No problem for the next 2 lessons. And then it was a bit glitchy for the following lesson. The next lesson, I think it kicked us both out. And poor little Erin couldn't get back in. So we had to reschedule that lesson. Another lesson, it was glitchy. Then I had 2 students who, it's really difficult. It's been quite an enlightening experience teaching on Zoom, because there are some kids that you thought would do well and others not, and it's been the reverse actually. I've been quite impressed by the kids that have taken it on, and one in particular is just absolutely flourishing. It's been brilliant. I think it helps somewhat because they've got separate lessons. Mind you, I think she had a separate lesson anyway. So yeah, and 2 of them, it's just so hard. It's like talking to a brick wall. There's just no feedback. One had a little bit of a meltdown and didn't want a lesson today, even though her mum had dialed in. So I've rescheduled it for tomorrow. Yeah, so it's just been a frustrating day. A very tiring day. It's extremely tiring teaching anyway, but teaching to a screen all day and having to listen so much and try and be so specific in what you say so that the students know exactly what you mean, and having to use all your words. I mean, what's all that about? So it's extremely tiring. So anyway, time to de-stress a bit, and then I've got a band quiz in a couple of hours, so I've got a couple of things I need to do in between then. But yeah, so today's tune is going to be on Louis, purely because he's been, bless him, he's been a bit neglected. Let's just say he's just kind of sat there. It's obviously until Jem has him back and can work his magic, he still has his B flat issue, and there's another slight issue. So it's just like remembering and compensating. So to complete change of genre today, you're having a bit of Broadway, but in a jazz style. You were going to have a bit of Robbie Williams, but that might do for tomorrow. So yeah, it's been a while since I've played this book, and I'd forgotten how good it was. So I think today's piece is going to be Ain't Misbehavin'. But it's not the usual kind of version of Ain't Misbehavin'. Excuse me, oh my days. So I hope you enjoy. It's something different. I don't think you've heard me play this kind of style before, so it'll either happen or it won't it? I'm just going to have a slurp of my water. drink copious amounts of water when I'm sat on Zoom staring at a screen. Right, here we go. All being well. Yeah, so you might get a few more out of that. There's even a version of Summertime in there, and I actually hate Summertime, can't stand it, but I like this arrangement of it. It's very nice. And what else is in here? My Funny Valentine, It's All Right With Me, Have You Met Miss Jones, My Ship. Is some really nice ones that will sound very nice on Louis. Sorry, camera wobble. So there we go. That's it for today's. That's all, folks. Yeah, I'm going to go off and rehydrate myself and sort out a couple of things, and then I have band quiz tonight. My life is so exciting. See you tomorrow.